How are you getting on today, folks? My name is Carmel, and today we're going to make my mother's recipe of beef pasties. The full recipe can be found underneath the video in the description panel. So my mother would batch make these and put them in the freezer, and then in the days when she was working and my dad was working, we'd come home, take them out of the freezer and put them in the oven and heat them up. So you're going to start with the stewing beef on high heat. You're going to add some salt and pepper, and you're going to get a good sear on the beef, and that'll keep all the juices locked in. Once we get a good browning on the beef, we're going to add in our diced potatoes and then some peas and carrots. We're going to add in our homemade beef broth, and I do have a separate link for that video to show you how to make the beef broth. So use whatever gravy mix is convenient for you. You just want to make sure that whatever gravy mix you use, that you have a thick consistency on the sauce. Link to make the shortcrust pastry, but don't be intimidated by this. If you just don't like making pastry, the pastry you buy in the store is just as good. So make your life easy and just buy some ready-made puff pastry. So I use a small bowl to give me a rough idea of the size I want the pasties to be, but you can make them whatever size you want. The key factor here is you don't want to overfill the center. You want to give yourself enough room because you don't want them to bust open and spill everywhere. You know, being honest, if they actually did spill all over the place and bust open, they're still going to taste delicious. So I just use a fork to seal the edges together. So with the fork, you're just going to pierce the pasties on top for air holes. So for extra insurance, I'll always spray it with olive oil spray just to make sure the pasties don't stick to the wax paper. And then we're going to beat up an egg and we're going to egg wash the top of the pasties. So bake them in a preheated oven for 20 minutes and voila, they come out lovely and crispy with wonderful flavor on the inside, and the beef is juicy and the potatoes will be soft, and that gravy mix gives it lovely flavor. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the video today, and maybe you might try the recipe. I'll see you in the next one.